My name is H.A. Goodman, and I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. And to read my writing and to see my latest CNN appearances and my MSNBC and RT appearances, you can go to hagoodman.com. I was speaking to a very good friend of mine who has the same value system as I do. And he did bring up a great point. It's something that I was thinking about that I had mentioned in a couple of videos prior to this one. Now, here's my vantage point based on some new information regarding the recount. I still defend Jill Stein's right to demand a recount. I think that what she's done is good for a number of reasons. So I defend her right to demand a recount. However, there are a couple of issues that warrant and that demand my amazing subscribers, people around the country who are upset regarding the recount, to contact Rick Snyder of Michigan, and especially to email, or you can call the office of Governor Scott Walker of Wisconsin, because the Wisconsin recount will take place, and Rick Snyder, Governor Rick Snyder of Michigan, both Republicans. Now, the Michigan Republican Party just accused Hillary Clinton of trying to sabotage the recount, essentially. I'll read you that. But the important issue is there's a 1% chance that Hillary Clinton does steal the election from Donald Trump. 1%. Michigan GOP chairman, Confidence Stein, Clinton working together in recount. This is CBS Detroit. Now, the fact that, because I was waiting for this is why when I say, well, nobody's talking about Pizzagate, the FBI, Donald Trump, the GOP, as soon as somebody starts talking about it in a position that could actually put people in jail, I'll start talking about it. But the whole thing with the recount, I figured the GOP wasn't talking about it, so it couldn't be, it's not on their radar. Well, the Michigan GOP actually did, essentially just now from that CBS article, accuse Hillary Clinton of trying to go ahead and steal the election from Trump. Okay, new information. There's a 1% chance that could happen. 99% chance that Donald Trump will be president. We all know this. I think a lot of the outrage is, how dare this third-party candidate use her voice? It's only for Trump or for Clinton. But that's the whole other story. I explained my thought process on that. Go ahead. If you look at the Twitter accounts for Governor Rick Snyder and Governor Scott Walker, none of them talk about the recount, which is unfortunate. Okay, Michigan football, go blue, go blue. I'm reading his tweets. Win, we're in the Big Ten championship game, good luck. Okay, well, that didn't work out too well. Give me your thoughts on the Ohio State-Michigan game. But it's Small Business Saturday, a perfect time to go out and support Michigan businesses while finding the perfect gift for all your loved ones. So yesterday, when everybody was going nuts over my segment regarding Jill Stein and the recount, he was talking about Small Business Saturday. The American Center for Mobility groundbreaking will prove to be a pivotal point in the future of Michigan. So these are all the tweets in the past couple of days from Governor Rick Scott. Not one talk about the recount. I will put the link to Governor Rick Scott's the email address for his office and the phone number for his office. This, for Governor Scott of Michigan, you can actually, there's a lot more information to contact. Phone of the governor, mail the governor. There's share your opinion. So there's a lot more information, a lot more ways to contact Rick Scott, governor of Michigan. The reason I say this is because my amazing subscribers, whether you're liberal or progressive, conservative, or Trump voters, or you voted for Bernie or Jill Stein, you are definitely people who share things and who are active. If you're upset with the recount, then don't just write messages on YouTube. Go ahead and ensure that Scott Walker and Rick Snyder don't let anyone get away with anything. So initially, my idea was the FBI has to go ahead and oversee these recounts, but the FBI, we know the issues pertaining to the FBI. Scott Walker, Badger football defense saved the day in second half. This is 18 hours ago. Ready for Badger football to carry off the axe today. Just watch the original Ghostbusters. Who are you gonna call? This is 2 days ago. Okay, nothing about Pizzagate, and certainly nothing about the recount. It's just watch the original Ghostbusters. Who are you gonna call? And then a Bible verse 3 days ago. Okay. Office of Governor Scott Walker, Wisconsin governor. If you think this is an issue worthy of emailing the governors of both states, do so. I will put the links below. Again, I will put the links below. Please email them. And this is a peaceful, legal, not even a form of protest. This is your civic right to go ahead and contact a governor, especially when you're worried about a recount in a state. Another big issue I'll get to really quickly. So with Scott Walker, the contact is, he doesn't list the phone number, but you can go ahead and there's a contact form and you could submit that. So I will leave the emails to both governors. Now, if you look at, there's not going to be, this is another reason why this is not going to affect a Trump presidency at all. We're not going to relive the trauma of the 2016 election. I think that I was also ignoring that as well. And I certainly don't want Hillary Clinton. So I always viewed Trump as the lesser evil. I don't want Hillary Clinton. So I was speaking to my buddy yesterday, a very, very intelligent man. We share the same value system. He kind of notified me and said, hey, you know what? Hillary's getting involved. I kind of, alarm bells started ringing in my brain. So recount effort hits a major snag. Jill Stein's crusade to obtain a recount in 3 states, an effort also taken up by Hillary Clinton supporters, just hit a major snag. There is no right to order a recount in Pennsylvania. In general, a person requesting a recount of votes must first present a showing of fraud, Yahoo News reports. Oops. The only recourse for the Green Party presidential nominee and Clinton supporters is to take their cause to court. Ain't going to happen in Pennsylvania. Not going to happen in Pennsylvania. It will not happen in Pennsylvania. There will not be a recount in Pennsylvania. Too much needs to happen. Number one, this will not affect the outcome of the election. Number two, it is worrying that Hillary Clinton is involved only because, not so much that she would cheat Trump out of the election. There's a 1% chance of that. It could happen, but it's not going to happen. It's that anyone associated with Hillary in any activity always is in some way implicated or hurt in some manner. So I do not want Jill Stein, because I love Jill Stein. I don't want her anywhere near Hillary Clinton. The next issue is the phrase, put your money where your mouth is, or, if you say something, if you're outraged, if you're upset, then do something constructive, peaceful, and legal. Don't just say that Soros is paying Jill Stein and Jill Stein works for Hillary Clinton, because that's all nonsense. What is true and real and genuine is calling up or emailing peacefully, legally, Governor Scott Walker and Governor Rick Snyder, the Michigan governor and the Wisconsin governor. You get enough people to email them, share the links throughout with everyone you know, create petitions, do whatever you need to do, but put some pressure, because the Michigan GOP already is accusing Hillary Clinton. So somebody's actually talking about it in Michigan. The Republicans in Wisconsin aren't worried, apparently. So go ahead, spread the word, especially when it comes to the decision makers who could prevent the 1% chance of Hillary stealing the election? Give me your thoughts below. Thank you so much for listening.